Brian Fowley has fashioned a miniature version of the creature he saw that night. Was it the monster the local people call Nkanyamba? A creature so feared that few will even venture to the bottom of the falls for risk of encountering it. Only witch doctors who are believed to possess supernatural powers are allowed to visit the home of the snake monster and risk the wrath of the Nkanyamba. But first, a special ceremony must take place. A bead from the witch doctor's headdress is thrown into the pool to appease the spirits of the ancestors that live in the monster.
Nkanyamba is a big, terrible snake that people are frightened, are scared to see it because the snake is related with the ancestors.
The Zulu tribe's people are deeply superstitious. The spirits of the dead take many shapes and forms. Evil spirits are blamed for a catalog of problems, and it is up to the traditional healers, or sangomas, to exorcise the evil spirits and drive out illness and bad fortune. The spirits that lurk in the Nkanyamba are respected as well as feared for their relationship with the ancestors. Anyone who visits the pool risks being dragged down to the depths by the Nkanyamba. According to folklore, a white goat must be sacrificed to the spirit of the mystical snake monster to spare the life of anyone unfortunate enough to see the Nkanyamba. Cows have also been sacrificed in the name of the snake monster. According to local folklore, a sighting is also guaranteed to bring rain. The legend of the giant snake goes back thousands of years, even before the Zulus arrived in the area 2 millennia ago. Deep in the Drakensberg Range, there is evidence of the giant snake's place in local mythology. Cave paintings by Bushmen who lived here thousands of years ago bear witness to battles with giant serpents and of sacrifices to the mystical snake. Tales of the monster weave a mythical web across the waterfalls of southern Africa. Flying snakes form an integral part of the folklore. The stories have been handed down through the generations and even across the cultures, from Bushmen to Zulus.
We see today, when we speak to Sangomas and other traditionalists, it's most probably a remnant or survival of these earlier beliefs, which have been depicted on rock paintings.
The giant snake is more than just a legend for some. Tuboy Mabenzi has lived in the area for 14 years. As a youngster, he ignored the warnings of his parents and visited the pool at the bottom of the falls. Tuboy claims that he saw a long-necked monster rising from the water. The creature had a head like a tortoise, a neck that stretched 5 meters long, and skin like a crocodile. Then it disappeared back into the mist. This is the image that is indelibly etched in his mind. The Nkanyamba has also been blamed for the death of several children near the waterfall.
Lots of people, young children, died there, but the young people will come back and report to their parents, we saw a big snake taking so and so. This is how this used to happen, but many children died. At this stage, no one swims there because they're all scared of that place.
Local witch doctors have long recognized the mystical nature of the area, but the falls have also held a powerful attraction for others. Suiciders.
Perhaps people in a heightened emotional state are more sensitive and more open to this atmosphere. Perhaps they're drawn to the falls, even lured over the lip, and perhaps this could account for the many suicides that have occurred at the Howick Falls since the beginning of the century and before.
Sian Hall has done extensive research on the mysterious Howick Falls. She's found evidence of huge eels lurking at the bottom.
They are said to be about 2 meters long, with quite a thick circumference, and bodies that have been washed over the falls, or people that have leapt over the falls, have surfaced a few days later with their extremities sort of removed, and this is most possibly being done by these eels.
Howick Falls isn't alone in possessing an almost supernatural aura. Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe holds its own special allure. The Great Lakes of Central Africa also have a mystical power that transfixes visitors. But is it just the hypnotic sound of the cascading water that draws people to the edge of Howick Falls? Or does the monster call them to jump? While the monster of Howick Falls is deeply ingrained in local folklore, those who claim to have seen the Inkanyamba say it's more than a myth. It's a very real and terrifying creature.